how the officer is doing.
Shannon, no word yet on the condition of the officer. All that we know at this moment is that an officer has been shot and was escorted to the hospital. You can see the crime scene tape going up behind me. The scene keeps expanding and expanding. We were just down at the end of the road about 30 seconds ago, and a police officer came up to us and said, you all need to move immediately. The shooter is still out here, and they need to secure the crime scene. It is very active right now. What you're looking at right now, that is Kemmons Drive, and we have our intern Somalia moving our car right now as we speak because they keep pushing everyone back. There are police vehicles down on that end of the road. Where I am standing is Goldsmith Lane. This road is completely blocked as well. There are police cruisers all the way down the street. It has expanded so far that we don't know where the crime scene begins or ends at this moment. As soon as we get any additional details, we'll be sure to alert the newsroom. Reporting live, Jobina Fortson, Wave 3 News.
Okay, we'll be staying.
Shannon, well, we just stepped out of the storm tracker, and I'm here on the scene. When we got here, we actually saw smoke coming from that top window of the unit behind me. At least 4 units have been impacted tonight. It's unclear how many people have been displaced. We do know that the Red Cross is on the way right now. As you mentioned, fire crews got a call just after 10 o'clock. They were here 3 minutes later. It's being reported right now as a laundry fire that spread rather quickly through the building. And fire crews are really having to work hard tonight because of the cold temperatures and all of the snow that's here on the ground. We saw them rolling up the hoses and trying to make sure that everyone stays warm and everyone stays safe. Again, we don't know how many people are impacted, but as soon as we get that information, we'll be sure to alert the newsroom. Reporting live in Okolona, Jobina Fortson, Wave 3 News.
Education Center this morning, Jobina, lots of fallout after this really surprise decision in Frankfurt last night.
Oh yeah, tensions are high right now. We broke this news on Sunrise at 5. Teachers from JCPS and, as you all mentioned, other districts across the state are refusing to come to school today. Teachers rushed down to Frankfurt last night for an impromptu rally after they heard a bill to overhaul the state's pension system flew through the General Assembly. Teachers booed Republican lawmakers as they left the Capitol last night. They had to be escorted by police out of the building. A bill related to wastewater services was replaced with the pension proposal, allowing it to move through the General Assembly so quickly, ultimately passing last night. Teachers told us those who supported this legislation will be voted out in November.
Yeah, to the legislature.
Governor Bevin is expected to sign this reform into law. And as for JCPS, next week is spring break, so students and teachers won't return to their classrooms until at least April 9th. Reporting live from the Van Hoos Education Center, Jobina Fortson, Wave 3 News. Elizabethtown police say right now they're questioning the person who pulled the trigger and other people who were on the scene at the time of the shooting. Police got to Greenway Drive just after 9:30 last night. That's when they found a man dead from a gunshot wound outside of a home. Police haven't released any more information about the victim or the shooter, or if this shooting is a homicide. If it is ruled a homicide, it will be the 3rd in Elizabethtown since December. We're going to be following this developing story all morning long here on Sunrise, and I'll keep you updated from right here in the Alert Center. For now, reporting live in the studio, Jobina Fortson, Wave 3 News. Also new, right? He says he was watching Wave 3 News when he saw his truck being chased by police down the Waterson, come off this exit, hit an SUV, and you can see the tire tracks left over from that crash. Eric Gaithright says his gold truck was stolen on Mother's Day as he was headed to a fishing trip. He says he stopped at the Speedway on Cane Run Road and left his keys inside the truck. The suspect, who's been identified as Stuart Timmons, then jumped in and took off.
Being to work today, it was on my mind, on my heart. I just hoping my truck will come back okay. Cut the news on after I get home from work. Live, Channel 3, my truck's being chased. I was like, oh, wow. And then as soon as he hit this car and come off, it's just like my heart just dropped in my stomach. And I come over here, just make sure everybody was okay, and it's just terrible.
Due to maintenance issues, LMPD's chopper was down, so Air 3 actually helped MetroSafe and LMPD during this pursuit. Police tell us they believe a gun may have been in that stolen truck, and they have not yet confirmed if they've located anything. Reporting live from Southern Parkway, Jobina Fortson, Wave 3 News.
Jobina, tell us how this crash happened.
Well, Natalia, we have to point the camera in this direction so people can understand how this all started. Witnesses here tell me the Ford truck was speeding down Oleanda, hit the dip. At that point, lost control of the vehicle, hopped the curb, and you can see these orange markings here. That follows the line of the tires, which directly leads into the swing set. There was a young girl there who was hit. Then the vehicle proceeded on to the green playground toy there. Another child was hit there. Then the vehicle hits the fence. There was another child there. All 3 children hit and rushed to the hospital. At the fence at that point, that's when the vehicle stopped. It flipped over the front of the vehicle facing the direction in which it was traveling. The witnesses here tell me the man inside the vehicle was able to get himself out. The woman needed help from first responders.
He was swerving already, and then he came up.
Now, 2 other children were hurt with debris. They're expected to be okay. And coming up tonight on Wave 3 News at 11, we'll hear from more witnesses that saw this tragedy today. Reporting live, Jobina Fortson, Wave 3 News.
Busy.
It's pretty clear by looking at the damage that no one will be moving into this apartment complex in April. The fire started on the 3rd floor around 5 a.m. and the wind took the flames throughout the building. The fire chief says the flames were in the ceiling and pouring from the windows. 2 responding firefighters actually fell through the floor. They are okay. It took about 90 firefighters to get everything under control. The apartment building was still under construction, so the sprinkler system had been installed, but it did not activate.
It's heartbreaking.
The fire marshal's office is investigating the official cause of the fire, and the leasing office is hoping to be inside the building on Monday to start their own investigation. Reporting live in downtown New Albany, Jobina Fortson, Wave 3 News.